Welcome to today's text tutorial. We will be creating a pumpkin text effect. This one actually took me a great deal of working on today. Again, like all other texts, this will be for sale as the alphabet, pre-made. They are rasterized, but it is a 300 DPI document. So you have all upper and lowercase pre-made on my site, DollarGraphx. There's no I in it. It is $5. I did spend probably about 4 hours creating this today, and you can see I do have 2 other ones available. And it's great for any kind of fall, Halloween style. I may come up with a couple of other ones, pumpkinish. But for right now, I'll probably be moving along into more of a Halloween theme, zombie and skin and such like that. But $5 and every bit helps as far as being able to create these tutorials and showing you how to do it yourself for free if you'd like. The first thing I did was I downloaded a font, something that's bubbly. This one is Keep on Truckin', but this one is free for personal use. You may find something along a groovy setting where it's got nice bubbly letters, it's smaller openings in them. So it's all about preference on what you would like to do with it. And let's move right along to creating a short document. I'm going to go ahead and just type boo. And we'll make this white so that way we can see it. And we will pull it in the middle. I did also grab just a PNG file of a pumpkin. And we're just going to go ahead and place that on the document for right now. We will need this in a few minutes. And let's just go ahead and zoom in on this. Now, mind you, this was created custom, so I'll probably have to go back and forth to check my settings. And we shall see how that goes. So I went ahead and you'll need 3 copies of the pumpkin. Scale it down around to the size of the letter. Let's just make 3 other copies right there. Pull the second one in. Change the stems around by flipping it, scaling it just to make it look a little different. Okay, so once you have a pumpkin behind each of the letter, go ahead and zoom. Let's grab the first one. We're going to go up to Edit, Transform, and Warp. Okay, so this will allow you to kind of bend the pumpkin in around the letter to give each one more of a unique shape rather than just having it look like the same pumpkin for each one. Okay, when you get it to right around where you like it, and try to keep it, you know, at least a little bit outside of the edge of the letter, can move on to the next one. Little time consuming, not because it's, you know, a high difficulty level, but if you have a lot of words, it'll take you time to do each one. Okay. And the last one. So transform, warp. Okay, so here we go. So now that the text is set up, we can go ahead and choose all 3 pumpkin layers. And let's just go ahead and make it flat. And let's click Control and click on the text so that way it outlines it. And come onto that pumpkin layer. And let's go ahead and put a layer mask on it. And you can turn your text off. So as you can see, the font is now just in the pumpkin and we have a layer mask. So now we will go into our brush, make sure we're clicked onto the layer mask, and by hitting X we can bring the white to the foreground, and we can go ahead and paint in some of the stem to overlap. And this is a way that you can also make the stems look different just by giving them different shapes. And you can also change the look of the letters if you want to add in a little bit more pumpkin here and there. You can make it more rounded. Go ahead and change the hardness of the brush. And go ahead and take down the inside of the O if you wanted. But I'm going to leave it the way it was. But you get the basic idea. Once you have it where you like it, go ahead and apply the layer mask. You could also make a copy of that layer and just mark it original, so that way if you wanted to go in and change the shape more, you could always go back later. And now we'll get into the effects of it. So we are going to bevel and emboss. Let me see where we are at. You know what, it is easier for me to come into my original document that I had created. Copy the layer style and paste the layer style. And let's go ahead and take a look. So the bevel and emboss, I have inner bevel, smooth, a depth of only 53% with a size of 59 and soften of 5. I'm using global light with an angle of 90. Just screen highlight mode, and we could even change this to more of an orange color here. And the shadow mode, if we wanted to, we could bring it into more of the range that fits within the color. The inner shadow I have set to multiply. The color is 5D 2B0F. I have the opacity at 100, distance of 7, size of 29. I applied satin with a blend mode of multiply, a color of F47821, distance of 100, size of 92, and both of these boxes are checked. Doesn't make a huge difference, but it just gives it a little bit more of a richness. And then I did a drop shadow. Of course, on the black background, you're not going to see it as well. Multiply. I did the shade 673213. Instead of going black, I went with more of an orange. I think it follows more of a natural bit when you go with a darker color of what you're working with. Opacity at 61, distance of 3, and a size of 4. Okay, after I applied those effects, what I did was I went through and I grabbed my burn tool and I just started going over the ridges of the pumpkin to actually bring it out more. I think it gives it a little bit more of a 3D effect when you make it darker where the shadows should be. It just brings out the richness of it being a pumpkin. You can darken the stem. You can paint over the stem if you want. You can even add tendrils. And that's it overall. It pops well, and you know, everybody's always looking for something new to use, especially within advertising and social media around the holiday time. It's nice to be able to be festive and grab people's attention by doing something a little bit different. So if you enjoy my tutorial, go ahead and give a like and be kind. I will leave the link for where you can purchase the alphabet from if you would like. And I hope that you enjoy all of these text tutorials, and I will be getting another one uploaded very shortly. Thank you.